Hi there, Rick here. I was just reading an interesting story here on the Microsoft app news this morning. Okay, um, it was talking about PC optimum accounts frozen, canceled with little explanation. Okay, and then was it a hyphen here? And then says go public after that. Okay, but they said they talked about two interesting stories. Okay, one was of a family. Oh, sorry. The first one was a man. Okay, shopping. Okay, he had $43,000 worth of PC Optimum points. Okay, I have a PC Optimum card too, okay? And I can't understand how this guy even managed to accumulate, like I say, $43,000 worth of PC Optimum points. And uh, Loblaw, okay, that operates it, okay, they canceled his account. Basically, they said that he was using his card unfairly, and then just locked him out. Okay, and in the fine print, okay, it even says something about we have the we have the power to lock out your account with our discretion. Okay, so um, or close your account. Okay, and then the second story. Okay, was a family. Okay, I don't think they had as many points. I think 1,500, but they said that he had multiple cards and he was breaking the rules for the card, and they uh, closed his account too. But then after this news broke out, they gave him back his points. Okay, I think the reason why too was just because 1,500 points is not that much. What is it? Maybe about $60 in free groceries. Okay, but like I said, I just can't understand why this other guy. Like, I know that you can use your PC Optimum cards other places too, like when you fill up gas, when you maybe go out to dine. Okay, um, but I was gonna say too. Wow, like if you're gonna accumulate that amount of points, okay, would it be better to uh not hold so much points, spend more of it? Okay. It showed him shopping for some oranges. His last name was Zhang, I think Frank Zhang, and he was shopping for some groceries. Uh, used his phone to look like scan the oranges that he was buying, right? Um, but I just feel it's very reckless to accumulate $43,000 worth of points, and just not use more of it. Okay, when you buy stuff. Okay, because yeah, when you have that amount of money locked into, say, yeah, PC optimum points, read the contract, because like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I think, yeah, $43,000 is a lot of money. And in the fine print, it says that we have the power to lock you out at our sole discretion. Okay, so yeah, I think he lost, like I say, $43,000 worth of free groceries or gas, right? Um, and a funny thing about the story too was, okay, these people asked about, these consumers asked about, okay, well, what did I do? What did I do wrong? And they don't even give you an explanation. Okay, um, they just lock you out. Um, to me, it just looks like they don't want to honor their promo, and they don't want you using, you know, however many points you have, okay, to to get free groceries or free gas or maybe even free dining, right? Um, because, if you have like $43,000 um, worth of points, right? Um, I would see the merchants just being kind of, uh, just kind of, not willing to honor those points just because, yeah, you got so much, right? Like, it's not like you got like, 60 or $80, worth of points. You got $43,000 worth of points, right? And like I say, I don't know how Frank Zhang even, managed to accumulate that amount of points. Maybe he was buying on special days where, if you buy, this much groceries will offer you 3 times many points. Maybe he was, doing stuff like that. But it was perfectly legal, right? If you offer those points, 3 times more. Because sometimes I see that in, promos from different chain stores, right? Um, but yeah, even if you're dining out, filling up gas, right? I would think that it would take maybe, I don't know, 2 lifetimes just to, accumulate, $43,000 worth of, PC optimum points. So yeah, if you find this story interesting, yeah, just, I don't know, Google it, check it out for yourself. But yeah, I'm sure he regrets, not using those points to buy like I say, maybe even like, $43,000 worth of groceries, right? Um, you have to remember, $43,000 worth of groceries would probably um, feed your entire family or yourself for maybe 1 or 2 years, right? Um, so I just found it, very interesting. I watched the video twice, but you know, um, if you do have lots of, PC optimum points, yeah, I was just going to say, you netizens out there, um, don't accumulate over 1,000 or even $2,000 worth of PC optimum points. Start using it because, like I say, in their contract, their fine print, it says, with our sole discretion, we have the option of, closing up your account, and they won't even tell you what you did wrong. They'll just basically close it up and you lost, you know however many points you had. Okay. um like that, reward feature. Okay. Different chain stores offering points, and you accumulate so many points, and then sometimes you're out shopping at that store, right? And then they say, oh, you got like a $5 worth of points coupon. Do you want to use it? I show you, sure, yeah. So um yeah, so it's nice to have. Like, I mean, I'm sure if you added up all your cards and savings that you got throughout the entire year, yeah, you probably saved a little bit of money, right? But like I say, this guy, Frank Zhang, accumulated $43,000 worth of points, PC Optimum points. I almost started laughing when I not laughing, but just um think to myself, wow, how did you manage to get that many points to that amount of dollar value, right?